I'd like to stress one particular point that I will be mentioning today during the Council is the Russian hybrid activity in NATO territory. We're clearly seeing, and it has to be mentioned time and time again, that Russia is escalating not just in Ukraine but also in the countries that are covered by Article 5. And there is ample evidence that Russian special intelligence agencies are behind kinetic activity in Europe and NATO countries, and we have to be very clear what we are going to do about it. Unfortunately, I don't think that yet we are sending the right message, because at the same time we are witnessing this hybrid activity that I mentioned. At the same time, we're discussing 14 sanction package, which over time has become unfortunately quite weaker. We still have not yet adopted Belarusian sanction package, but we need definitely to change that. And Moscow has to get a very clear message that whenever they escalate, they will receive an answer from our side. The second point that I'd like to stress is the situation in Georgia. It's a good step that the option paper has been presented. Unfortunately, there are certain options in the paper that are not mentioned, such as actually stopping Georgia's EU integration, which I think it has to be mentioned. Thank you.
What kind of message, concrete issue, we will send out, because you said the message is not very clear.
Well, first of all, I would say that additional restrictions is the message that has to be sent. So we can continue on economic restrictions path. That's one thing. The second thing, restrict the movement of Russian citizens in EU territory. And the point that I've always mentioned is that we have to assist Ukraine whenever the escalation happens in Ukraine even more. Meaning that if there is a debate of whether certain types of weapons should be sent to Ukraine, so if Russia is escalating, then definitely those questions need to be answered.
We have now this agreement on frozen assets, which is great, but is this enough, looking ahead to the peace facility?
Well, it has to be adopted in the sense that there has to be a vehicle how the money will be spent. So I'm optimistic that the decision is close to be found. If not for EPF, then maybe some different form it will take, but I'm sure that Ukrainians will receive the money. Thank you.